Well, there have been 200 attempts throughout California's history to split up the state or get rid of it altogether. One of those efforts is reaching into the Central Coast, with a local group getting behind it and pushing for city leaders to support it as well.
It's called New California, and it would involve the creation of a 51st state altogether. KSBY News reporter Kelsey McFarland joins us live in Atascadero, where a local group met about that effort today. Kelsey, what would this New California look like?
Well, Richard, the idea here is separating the rural and urban counties of California, and they're saying that the co-founder actually held a town hall meeting tonight to get more people in San Luis Obispo County on board.
Upset with the direction state lawmakers were going, some locals were or are ready to pack up and move.
I had enough. It was getting overwhelming with the taxes, the car tax, the gas tax coming up, straw laws, and I decided I'm going to move to Las Vegas. Lower cost of living, easier to find an apartment, lower cost in an apartment, lower everything, and I couldn't afford it here. I'm on a low budget.
That's until they heard of New California, proposing the idea of a different government in the same land they love.
Why do I have to leave this beautiful state, this beautiful coastal area? It's not right.
Co-founder Paul Preston wants to separate the rural and urban counties, creating New California.
We could actually divide up the state on borders that we would propose. And so when we looked at all the counties, we said, okay, where's urban, where's rural? And we started drawing a lot of things. Now, the maps that are out there right now are just representations of what counties we have on board.
They took an early step towards statehood in January, reading their own Declaration of Independence.
But when you want to form a state, you have to follow the Constitution. The Founding Fathers laid all the directions out for us, so that's what we're doing.
The group hopes to model their split after the state of West Virginia.
It's very prescriptive. It's Article 4, Section 3 of the Constitution, which just says that if you want to form a new state, you have to get permission from the state that you're in by way of the legislature of that state and also the Congress. Now, it sounds real simple, and it really is simple, but getting people together to do that is another process.
Now, the group has committees in 41 counties, including here in San Luis Obispo County. The aspiring 51st state hopes to get the California legislature to approve this split of California before taking the resolution to Congress. Live and local in Atascadero, Kelsey McFarland, KSBY News.
All right, thank you, Kelsey. And New California says it's the only group going by the Constitution to create a 51st state. There are about a dozen other efforts to change California, but only 2 of them are gaining enough momentum to possibly make it onto the November ballot.